the quickness off the dribble of Ginobili in his first two possessions. But Ginobili will give you that rocker move and step back. He's a very confident guy in the perimeter.
Hamilton off the curl, and that's his bread and butter play.
Coming into this game was shooting 48% in threes. That was his 14th make in this series.
Since Popovich called that timeout a 10-0 run, so he said the perfect things and had to Prince, Tayshaun, missing but gets it back. Hunter never shy to put it up. Underneath, Hamilton is there for the offensive board.
That's a break. Detroit got the deflection. Unfortunately, they did not get to the loose ball.
Prince cuts inside. Hamilton will lay it off for McDyess. Hamilton tries to find room, does, and he puts it in to tie it at 20. One reason would be Detroit, the paucity of turnovers. They just don't turn the ball over very often.
That was beautiful rotation by McDyess. He came right into the area so that Ginobili could not get a good shot at them.
And Hamilton had
21 points here very quietly, Al, with the 5 rebounds and the 4 assists. He's done an excellent job, especially in the second half, to back up Duncan's production.
And Horry has 15 points, and then Hamilton will go in and get fouled. So the president of the team, and Grant Hill was the leading scorer for the Pistons.
The frustration, Al, has been their shooting percentage. For whatever the problem, they're only shooting 37 in game 1, 40% in game 2. That will not get it done here tonight.
Prince gets doubled, but gets it back outside. 5 on the clock. Hamilton launches and makes from 3.
You can get that with excellent ball movement.
And Duncan with Hamilton falling down off the switch.
Great block by Rasheed.
Now Hamilton. Prince passing up a 3. That last 3 by Hamilton was his first 3-pointer in the series. And he can't follow it with a curling deuce.
Barry, you know that you're looking for a high percentage 3-point shooter. 5 straight years, he made over 100 threes and he shot over 40% every season. So you want him on those spot-ups, Al. It takes the pressure off the inside people.
Hamilton from the lane.
Guys went over to Lindsey and said, my bad, I should have called out the pitch. Lindsey said it's okay. Assistant coach Phil Ford went to Lindsey and said, don't jaw with the referees, something that Larry Brown has been preaching to his kids. He says, look, don't worry about the referees, just worry about us as a team. Al?
Yeah, because that's been a steady theme throughout this. Tied at 42, under 3 minutes to go. Throw it away. Hamilton drives all the way and gets by Parker to put it in.
Now that was
49-46 Spurs.
Now, Al, that is Ginobili's 4th score on a drive to the basket. He has 4 scores on drive. Parker has 4. 8 baskets inside of 6 feet.
And 26 in the paint as Hamilton drops that one. Goes in there again and sends it back to Ginobili for a tray. It doesn't go. Hamilton will stop at the free throw line and drop that in to make it a 1-point game.
Yeah, gets the tap. Anytime.
Hamilton.
Oh, boy, he's got it
On the outside, long 2. Looking on at SBC Arena.
You can't gamble like that. You gamble, and you know the Spurs guys, they've had so much success off the dribble. Just try to stay in front of them.
Brooks on Brent gives them the lead, and now the drive and the score and the foul here. And not at
That was pretty. That was very pretty. Unfortunately, he didn't get the roll.
all except the end result. 76-73, the world champions on top.
Yeah, Phillips just went away from Prince Post and Barry on the right side to bring him over to the left.
Hamilton on a turnaround from the bank
To meet the physical part of this game. They have 6 offensive rebounds. They're doing a very nice job. That is only their 3rd turnover. Big thing, cut down the turnovers, take care of your board. If Parker remained on the right side of that basket, the defense had an opportunity to block that shot. He came up underneath on the opposite side and finished with the left. Beautiful.
Hamilton. Richard Hamilton puts it in.
Open, you know he's exploding off the dribble.
Rip Hamilton, he was their leading scorer during the regular season. The ball was touched by Barry, so there's no double dribble. And
2 foul out on the floor for his liking, guys.
despite the fact, Michelle, that Tim Duncan in the first half scored 11 points. Parker had 12. Ginobili had 10. 24th game, 5 of the series tied 2-2, and it's the first of those 24 tied at the half, which Hamilton. Phillips. Hamilton gets 3, loses Bowen and scores him 6-8, and the Spurs are up by 4.
What a valuable man.
Wow.
He could play, here he is without a field goal up until these 2 threes. But pressure, clock going down, he's the man.
Hamilton.
Now that was a tough shot. As he came off the screen, he read the defense perfectly. The defender fought over the top. The defender thought he had him. That was a difficult shot.
2:30 to play. Hamilton.
The shot and release of the shot was in traffic.
Pistons have started the game 0 for their first 4. And Ginobili has it knocked away. Billups got a hand in. And Hamilton to make it 4-2. Pistons by a dozen. Brown drives on Hamilton. Van Wallace with the emphatic rebound.
Yeah, I like this. They should wear this out right here. Parker on Hamilton. Big factor is they cannot stop Detroit. Detroit just continues to carve them up with their quickness, coming off screens and getting right into the painted area or wide open jumpers.
And their steals all night long.
Put together another 48 minutes. Back-to-back game of playing their game.
Hamilton.
I like the Detroit defense, though, Al. I know they gave up the second opportunity, but they got the shot block, and the rotations were there. We're seeing a lot of fire, a lot of spark here in their movements.
Richard Hamilton. Look at Bowen. All over him, but Hamilton is able to. Parker answers. 13-10 Detroit. Ginobili, in the brief time in which he's played tonight, has already turned the ball over 3 times. The hallmark of the way San Antonio played in the first 2 games was to protect the ball, and they did it extremely well. Hamilton against Bowen. 2 in a row for Rip.
Yeah, I like that.
Ben Wallace with the rebound. Detroit with a chance to take the lead. And they do. Hamilton. Wallace in this sequence is Ben Wallace on Duncan.
Great access.
Another steal by Big Ben.
How about it? 35 steals now in the playoffs. Number 1 for all rounds. Just outstanding.
2 steals for him to go with 5. Bryson Hamilton.
That's his patented area.
Likes to use him early. Starts the game with him normally. And then in the 3rd quarter. And then you don't see very much of him in the 4th.
Well, that's Ori time.
Yep.
That's when they slide Duncan into the center position.
Hamilton. That's his bread and butter right there. Off.
You can see they could have called that a moving screen on the sheet.
It's been about 14 minutes since either team led by more than 3. It's been that close. It's been as close as Bowen guards Hamilton. 6 on the shot clock. Off the glass.
Oh, baby. Your defense cannot get lazy. The rotations cannot get lazy. You've got to get out and force him to pass the basketball.
Lead seesawing again. Here's Hamilton, and now Detroit has the lead. 59. Ginobili. Stolen again. Here goes Hamilton on Barry.
Oh, and 2.
And it will count.
Yep. Excellent call. Excellent call.
Hamilton gets it. Muhammad loses the rebound. They'll set it up again with a fresh clock.
Yeah, see, they have Parker on Hamilton right now. Because when you're playing Hunter and Phillips and Hamilton together here, you've got to decide which guy you're going to put Hunter on.
Hamilton gets the loose ball in the lane.
Everything.
Downside, upside is only 3 seconds for Detroit to shoot. And Hamilton is free. 4 threes. Left in the fourth. Parker swinging underneath and nobody to hand it off to.
Wow, that was a swarming defense. That was beautiful to watch. He had an advantage, but the 2 white shirts just cut him off, did not allow him a shot attempt.
17th turnover tonight by the Spurs.
How about this guy?
Hamilton. Well, they needed Hamilton, who was hitting 30 halfway through the opening period. On the switch, Wallace came out to take Parker, and then Barry whips it back to Ori. And Robert is off the front rim. The rebound to Ben Wallace, and quickly up to Rip Hamilton. Hamilton drops one in.
Now, Hamilton has the great...
Hamilton missing.
Now, Hamilton got hit on that shot. No doubt about it. He's really upset. And he's challenging Danny Crawford as they're coming back.
Muhammad has it swatted away.
Now, you have an advantage right here with the trailer.
Hamilton going all the way after the score. 7.5 to go in the period. Hamilton contested by Duncan, who can't believe it's not called a double dribble or travel. Duncan turns to his left, misses the rim, and Ginobili comes away with it, and he has it knocked away. Hamilton still can't get anything to drop. And Rip finally gets that one to drop, and that's big. Parker with 5 fouls.
You get a score right now, you're putting a lot of pressure on San Antonio to continue their excellence at the offensive end.
Hamilton all the way, and it's down to single digits. It's 80. Parker making around that Duncan screen. Shot clock down to about 4. All the way in. Layup doesn't go, and back it comes, and Tayshaun Prince into the front court for the Pistons.
Now, if you appreciate defense, the rotation and the intimidation on that layup was just beautiful to watch.
Hamilton gets free inside. He scores and gets fouled. Hamilton so often. Barry's second foul, and already San Antonio with 5 fouls.
There it is again.
Go to the line the rest of the quarter. Another turnover. Here goes Hamilton. And Detroit is off to a near perfect start.
Enough. And right that time, Parker was not looking to go.
Here's Ginobili.
Ginobili's struggling now. He's only had 1 field goal, and he's just leaving a lot of things short.
And Hamilton drops half. As we get underway, Detroit has the first possession of the third quarter. This is Phillips guarded by Parker. Now Prince with the ball with Ginobili on him.
Oh, beautiful.
Hamilton gets free, knocks one down.
Hey, Bruce Bowen. And on that baseline cut, Parker got 1 layup on the left side on the previous play. Duncan gave him the fake, kept it back. The defenders got 2 on the guy, cutting in the basket.
Hamilton, 25 points now for Phillips. Back to single digits. It's a 9-point game. Parker loses it.
Give it up. Give it up.
And they give it up to Hamilton for the stuff.
Eddie Jones with the 3-pointer, and then the follow-up shot to extend the Miami lead to 7-2.
Well, it's interesting. Tayshaun Prince is guarding Dwayne Wade. Here's Rip Hamilton for the open jumper. He buries it, and they have